Welcome, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to hear my trading and market updates. This is Uncle Frank, and I'm not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the presentation, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're alerted when I have new information to share. So now let's get into the latest updates. Hey, welcome back, everyone. AMC rallied up to 883 today and then got pushed down to close the day at 830. You can see the day's price action on the 30-minute chart on your screen, and at the time of this recording, after hours, we're up 13 cents or 1.57% at 843. Now, based on that closing price of 830, be expecting support to the downside at levels 803 and 775. However, expect resistance to the upside at points 870, 910, and 938. And then today, after the bell, we got this announcement from AMC. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour concert film, crosses 100 million in global advance ticket sales revenue more than a week before the movie debuts at more than 8,500 theaters in 100 countries worldwide on Friday, October 13th. Hopefully, this news announcement will add some excitement to Options Expiration Friday for AMC. And speaking of options, I've got max pain at $8 at the time of this recording. Put call ratio 0.4791. I see 24,000 calls in the money expiring tomorrow, October 6th. And at the $9 strike, 32,974 calls in the money. And I expect the same outrageous level of manipulation and bullshit tomorrow in plain sight of everyone, including regulators. Today, only 11% of AMC's trades were booked on the exchange we're listed on. If there were a stock exchange in Tijuana, this is what it would look like. Just a Wild West shit show of spoofing, layering, hit pieces in the financial press, and extreme dark pool abuse. Moving over to Reddit's sentiment and mention tracker, over the past 24 hours, AMC has moved into the 5th position ahead of Tesla with 195 mentions, up 11%. My other favorite, XRP, occupies the 9th position on this list. And now moving to Swan Watch from the Wall Street Journal. Small business bankruptcies rising at worst pace since pandemic. New signs of economic distress signal no soft landing for many entrepreneurs. From the article, small business bankruptcy filings are rising this year, a signal that increased interest rates, tighter lending standards, and higher operating costs are straining entrepreneurs. At the same time, some government aid programs that helped entrepreneurs through the pandemic have ended. And another black swan headline from Markets Insider. The collapse in Treasury bonds now ranks among the worst market crashes in history. Since March 2020, Treasury bonds with maturities of 10 years or more have plummeted 46%. That's just under losses seen in the stock market when the dot-com bubble burst. The bond rout is worse than the one seen in 1981 when the 10-year yield neared 16%. The bond market sell-off that's sending yields soaring is starting to eclipse some of the most extreme market meltdowns of past eras. And I'm going to finish my Swan Watch with this one from Benzinga. U.S. economy at crossroads. Mohamed El-Erian flags stagflation risk, cautions on recession threat for 2024. With a backdrop of soaring interest rates, a strong dollar, and climbing oil prices, experts are predicting a less optimistic future for the U.S. economy, as highlighted by economist Mohamed El-Erian on Thursday. Now, before the guys over at Investor Place get all excited about a recession hurting AMC, let's remember this headline from last year. How bad would a recession be for Hollywood? From the article, the theatrical movie business has long proved to be unusually resilient when it comes to economic downturns. In fact, over the last 8 recessions, the box office has increased 6 times and admissions have gone up 5 times. So far, guys, nothing but good news for my 2 biggest investments, AMC and XRP. The writer's strike is over, and COVID seems to be quiet for now, but remains the top risk to AMC in my opinion. I think the spike I predicted in AMC last week is underway, and we may get more intense as the November 8th annual shareholder meeting approaches. I think we need just one more concert release to shove a flaming white swan right up the asses of our enemies. In addition to Taylor Swift, we've got Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. It will take over movie theaters worldwide this December. Tickets are already on sale. And now a word on Ripple XRP. Ripple said on Wednesday that it has obtained a full license to operate in Singapore, its Asia-Pacific headquarters since 2017. Quote, "We have hired exceptional talent and local leadership, doubling headcount over the past year, and plan to continue growing our presence in a progressive jurisdiction like Singapore," according to CEO Brad Garlinghouse. It comes as Ripple continues to spar with the U.S. SEC over a lawsuit. Speaking of the SEC, from Reuters, U.S. SEC cannot appeal Ripple Labs' decision, judge rules. And from Cointelegraph, judge rejects SEC's motion to file an appeal against Ripple ruling. Sorry, Gary. We have been witnessing and complaining about Goldman Sachs spoofing AMC for years now and wondering why Gary lets them get away with it. After all, Gary spent 18 years at Goldman and at 30 became one of the youngest men to ever make partner. Did you know Goldman is also short AMC? There's the 13F. And speaking of spoofing, here's an encouraging headline from Business Wire. Broker-dealers can be held primarily liable for failing to fulfill their gatekeeping responsibilities of monitoring their clients' trading activities. From the article, in her decision, which denied the defendant's motion to dismiss Harrington's market manipulation claims of spoofing, Judge Schoenfeld found that broker-dealers may be primarily liable for manipulative trading initiated by their customers because they serve as gatekeepers of trading on securities exchanges and have a continuing responsibility to ensure that their customers' order flow is in compliance with all applicable rules, regulations, and laws, and detect and prevent manipulative or fraudulent trading under the supervision and control of the firm. Where have they been hiding this, Judge? Now, guys, in closing, if you haven't done this yet, please participate in this project, amcprojectpopcorn.com. The purpose of this share count survey is for current and previous shareholders to log the shares of AMC stock they owned in 2022 and 2023 in order to provide, 1, AMC shareholders with an actual transparent share count, 2, prove with data that synthetic shares of AMC exist, 3, prove that individual investors own the company, 4, expose corruption in the stock market, and 5, for AMC shareholders to prove that bad actors in the stock market caused harm to potentially millions of AMC shareholders, and that AMC shareholders may potentially be able to use this share count in a court of law in order to seek monetary and asset restoration. The share count and website is run by individual AMC shareholders. Participation is entirely voluntary. I am participating in this, and I hope you do as well. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.